Hey guys, welcome back. So, a new card just came out, and this week it's Ravonna Renslayer. So, once again, it's the Loki season. It's the character from the Loki season 1, Ravonna. And I really enjoyed the character in this series. But what does she do in Marvel Snap? She has the ability of ongoing your cards with one or less power, cost one less. So obviously what we're going to try to do in every single deck that we're going to play her is that we're going to play a lot of cards which have like one or zero power, or even like Hobgoblin, Green Goblins, which has lower than zero power, or even Hood would also work in that case. So you play all of these cards and you try to get some cost reduction and play Ravonna like a Sarah that you can play on turn 3. So in those type of decks, she can be pretty good. But unfortunately, like as a 3/3 stat line, you really need to discard 3 cards, or reduce the cost of 3 cards. Sorry, this is what I meant. To really have her be really powerful. If you think of maybe playing her in like a Cerebral Mystique deck, which is what I was thinking of playing her initially, well, then you're going to discard Cerebral Mystique, which is good, but she's ultimately becoming like a vanilla 1/3 by doing so, right? So obviously there's benefit to playing some cards later, like obviously like in a Cerebral Mystique, you can play Cerebral Mystique and like Shadow King on turn 6, which is pretty interesting. But still, I think this card is not too great for that exact reason. But she has some niche plays, right? So this deck works really well with her. But yeah, I'm going to give overall rating of the card. It's something I've been asked to do. And I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 stars, right? So I'm going with a star system. I just decided just now. So yeah, 3 out of 5 star. Power-wise, I like to do like a fun-wise. Fun-wise, she's, I would say like a 4 stars. Yeah. If I compare her to Alioth, I think Alioth is much more powerful and much more fun. So yeah, she's still pretty cool. If you guys want to get her, she's a Series 4. So I suggest maybe getting her for tokens if you really want her. But I would suggest maybe skipping this one this week. But yeah, I still cooked up a pretty good deck. This is the only deck that's been working really well using Ravonna. It works really well. So she is really powerful in this exact list. Okay, so what's the idea behind the list is to play like a Darkhawk deck with a little bit of clog, because we have obviously Hobgoblin in this list, so we're going to be able to maybe clog a location, win a location like that, and then we have like Darkhawk, Iron Man, and other stuff to win another location. So I'll get into it with like a complete deck breakdown and card breakdown, but obviously, as always, if you guys want to skip that, that's fine. Look for the timestamp down below for the gameplay. But yeah, let's get into it. But just before we do so, guys, please like and subscribe. I really need to reach 1K if I want to monetize my channel. Most guys watching, once again, are not even subscribed to the channel. So yeah, just subscribe. It's free. Helps me out a lot. I just got to reach 1K. Just got to reach 1K, then I'll stop bothering. So 1K is to monetize my channel. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first card in the list, other than Ravonna, is Kitty Pryde, right? So Kitty Pryde is really good in this list because we're running Angela, so she's not getting any cost reduction, okay? But even if she was 1-0 like she was before, she's not going to get a cost reduction because Ravonna doesn't reduce below 1. So that's why we're only playing a few 1 cost. We're playing Kitty Pryde, which is really good with Angela. It's really good with a lot of locations. And it's also really good because we don't really have a 6 cost in our list. Well, we don't have a 6 cost in our list. And a lot of the time, we're going to have an extra energy in some of the turns, right? So let's say we play Ravonna on 3, but then on 4, we have like our Darkhawk, and we can play alongside our Kitty Pryde, or like a Jubilee or whatnot, right? So yeah, Kitty Pryde really good. She's our only 1 cost with Korg. So Korg is in the list. Obviously, we're playing the Darkhawk package. So because we're playing Darkhawk, we want to play Korg. We want to put some card in our opponent's deck. So as you guys know, Darkhawk gets stronger the more cards your opponent have in his deck. And plus, I just love the disruption of Korg. So next up, we have Angela. So Angela's there, obviously, to work really well with Kitty Pryde. So this is one way of pumping up power earlier in the game. And plus, Angela's not an ongoing, right? So we have Iron Man and Darkhawk, which are ongoings, which can be really weak to all those like Enchantress, Rogue, Super Skull, and all of that. But just having like an Angela that you pump up with Kitty Pryde over and over and over again, you could just basically win a lane that would be safe from all of those ongoing counters, right? So yeah, Angela, really good. You can also play our next card into Angela, which is Black Widow. So Black Widow is super good because she gets the discount from Ravonna. And so then she becomes like a 1/1 that stops a draw from our opponent. Stopping a draw from an opponent can be really, really good. And it's also really good with Darkhawk. So, yeah, Black Widow fits perfectly. You can play her in the Angela lane to buff her up. And, yeah, next up we have Armor. I'm playing Armor, but it is possible to play Cosmo instead. I play Armor because I'm really scared of all of those destroy lists, and it allows you to do like Armor, Mystique. So Armor on 2, Mystique on 3, and basically just win against all those destroy lists. So I love Armor, and plus I have the sickest Armor split in existence. If you guys have a cooler Armor split, join my Discord and put it in the variant channel. So yeah, but you can play Cosmo, any of those 2 tech cards. Cosmo has a little bit more versatility, but I love Armor for the turn 2 Armor, turn 3 Mystique against those destroy lists, which scare me so much right now. The Mystique. So Mystique, we have the Armor Mystique, like I just mentioned, against those destroy lists, but most realistically, she's there to fit with Darkhawk and with Iron Man. So with Ravonna, she's going to reduce the cost of Iron Man and Mystique, so you could play Iron Man and Mystique on turn 6. So if your opponent doesn't have anything to counter your Darkhawk, you could play Darkhawk on 5 and then play your Iron Man Mystique on 6, which can be really good. Or you could play, obviously, Darkhawk Mystique on turn 6. So then Darkhawk would cost 3, Mystique would cost 2, and then you have your Kitty Pryde, right? So that's another reason why Kitty Pryde is perfect. In so many different play patterns, she's going to fit right in there on turn 6. We have Ravonna. So Ravonna is good in this list because she discounts all of those cards. But even if you don't draw Ravonna, you still have so many different ways to win. Just like the Iron Man Mystique play is really good. You have Hobgoblin to maybe secure a lane. So yeah, Ravonna is still pretty good. You try to play her as early as possible on turn 3. If she pulls your opponent's Enchantress, that's perfect. So it's also a good Enchantress bait because let's say your opponent, you play Ravonna on 3, your opponent plays Enchantress on 4. Well, then you have your Darkhawk, Iron Man, Mystique that you can play safely on turn 5 and 6. So, yeah, Ravonna, cool card. Not the best card, but she fits in this list. We have Rockslide. Rockslide is a better Korg or another Korg or a double Korg. So, yeah, 3/3 that puts 2 rocks in your opponent's deck. So, for the same exact reason we have Korg, we have Rockslide. Korg and Rockslide are not going to get the discount from Ravonna. And Armor's not going to get the discount of Ravonna as well. So these are the only few cards which are not going to get the discount. But still, because we're playing Darkhawk, it's a must play. And plus, as a 3 cost, normally you're going to play Rockslide on turn 3 as early as possible. So you have Rockslide on 3 and then you Ravonna and like Kitty Pryde on 4, right? So yeah, we have Rockslide just for the Darkhawk. For the disruption. I love Rockslide. So next up we have Darkhawk, which is the biggest card in this list. So right, we have Darkhawk to combo with Mystique, which is one of our play patterns on turn 6. Darkhawk, Mystique, and Kitty Pryde. Obviously, if we have our Ravonna. Yeah, really good card. Really good card that gets really strong, especially with our Korg. Korg gives +2, and Black Widow gives +2, and Rockslide gives +4. So we're at +8 if we have all the right cards. Yeah, Darkhawk Mystique is just so powerful as always. Next up, we have Jubilee. So Jubilee is really good because we have the discount of Ravonna. So like a 3-cost Jubilee can be very, very good, especially when you know what you have in your deck. You can pull your maybe like a Hobgoblin, which is really good. You could pull your Darkhawk. You can pull your Iron Man. You know, there's so many different cards to pull. But as like a 4-cost, if you don't have a discount, I think you should prioritize other play patterns, but it's still really good. So Hobgoblin. So Hobgoblin is there to clog up a lane, right? So we don't have that much clog in this deck. We have Black Widow and Hobgoblin, but Hobgoblin on turn 5 is really good because it slots perfectly in the last slot of some lanes. So a lot of times you're just going to win a lane just by playing your Hobgoblin on 5 or on 4 because of your Ravonna, which can be really, really good. If you Hobgoblin on 4, fill location, then on 5 you can Iron Man, and on 6 you can Mystique Darkhawk. It's crazy the amount of power you can drop. And then finally we have Iron Man, which is just so powerful. Iron Man is extremely strong in this list as a 4-cost. Like I mentioned, the combo of Iron Man and Mystique on turn 6 is extremely powerful. Jubilee pulling Iron Man early is also really, really good. But yeah, so overall, really good list. I played this list quite a bit last night before I went to bed. It is really, really good. For me, this is the best Ravonna list I've seen out there. Yeah, I think we are ready now to jump into some conquest game here. And yeah, I'll see you guys there. All right, let's bring this deck in the Gold Conquest. By the way, I love this title. So we're playing against Seth here in our first round of the Gold Conquest. We get Camertage, which is pretty good. I almost want to snap, but you guys know me. I don't really snap until I have all 3 locations and until I know a little bit about our opponent's deck, right? Because we have Korg on 1, we have Angela, we have Rockslide. All of these are great. But I don't know. He might have like Enchantress. Who knows? We don't know. But Korg and Camertage is pretty nutty. So there goes Grand Central, which is pretty good because we have our ramp. So all our lower cost cards should be used unless we draw one of them. Let's go with Angela in Camertage, even though we already have a Korg, because we know we are going to play our Rockslide there. So our opponent is playing a Hazmat list. Interesting. And Negative Zone is pretty good for him, right? So we're going to play our Rockslide. So it's an unrevealed Hazmat list. He's maybe playing Ravonna as well. I mean, our opponent has 5 cards in hand. Black Widow will be good for our Darkhawk. But I think we're still better off playing our Darkhawk now. Darkhawk, and then if it pulls Iron Man, we're probably going to try to play our next couple of cards there, but yeah, that's going to be a big Darkhawk. Oh, shit. Okay, he's going to play Odin here for sure. And we don't have Cosmo in our list. I kind of wish we could have Hobgoblin here, but we can't because it's going to come back in our hands. So we are probably better off playing our Kitty Pryde and our Black Widow here. He must have a few rocks, right? So he does have So it's going to pull one of the two at least.
I am Iron Man.
I mean, he might have Odin, but he only has a single card, right? Because the other two are Widow's Bites. So perhaps the Mystique is bad because the Mystique hits the Darkhawk. And the Darkhawk has been Enchantress, so if he Odins, we're screwed here. So we are going to retreat now for a single cube. So we know he does have an Enchantress, so we might want to like get a Ravonna on 3, and then on turn 6 we could go for like our Darkhawk and Mystique and perhaps a 1 cost our Kitty Pryde. Yeah, that could be good. So he plays Echo. So it's a full unreveal list from my understanding. So we are going to play our Angela Kitty Pryde in the middle. The Iceman hitting our armor is pretty good. It's fine. So here, if we can get a Darkhawk in the big house with Ravonna, he won't be able to Enchantress it, right? So here he can't Wong here, so he's definitely going to play his combo here, right? So let's see if he starts filling. I'm going to play a Rock Slide because I'd rather have him draw rocks than his combo. Here I'm going to get, I'm going to be at 6, so I'm still good. Our opponent has 4 cards in hand, and two of the 8 cards in his deck were rocks, so 1 and 4. We do have Darkhawk here. If we lose initiative, we could Darkhawk Mystique if we get a Ravonna once again. We could, I think we Angela, and then we armor just for the space in our hand. Because the other option would be to like Jubilee here or Darkhawk here, but we need to lose initiative. Yeah, we could go for Darkhawk and hope he, because we aren't going to be able to play Darkhawk middle anyway. So I guess we play Darkhawk here. We needed him to play something now. Now. So he still has initiative. That's definitely like an Enchantress. So we are screwed here. Or it could be his combo as well. We could attempt to go for something like so, but it's so dangerous. So he snaps once again. The locations aren't great, so we're gonna head out of here. All right. Iceman hitting your Mystique sucks. I guess if we get Ravonna, it's gonna be 4-3. We're not even gonna be able to play both. So well, we could go for this and this. I don't know. Imagine that pulls Hobgoblin goes middle. That would be great. Hobgoblin. Shit. So we are going to try to Hobgoblin middle. Normally, the opponent leaves a single spot for Odin.
Mjolnir, to me. Mjolnir, to me. Mjolnir, to me.
Yeah, we definitely go for Hobgoblin here. And we are going to snap. We're going to take a risk here. We're going to hope the Hobgoblin is going to fill that middle location, so he won't be able to Odin. And he already plays the Enchantress. And then here on the final turn, how many cards he has in his deck? 6. So this is this is 12, 12, 14, 16. And we add this here, I guess. Or no. We go for this and this, right?
Opponent snapped.
I mean, he played his Absorbing Man. He could have a Shang-Chi, which would be dangerous. We're going to have to try here. What? Oh, but I'm so fine with that. Let's go. I was so confused. I was like, what could he even play? I mean, I was expecting maybe an Arnim. Okay. This is going to be game 1 here. Which I actually feel we should maybe have Cosmo instead of Armor. The idea of Armor was those Destroy matchup, but once again, Cosmo also works for those Destroy matchups. So if you guys want to play Cosmo instead, go ahead. And yeah, let's jump into second game here. Thanos was right title. Sure is Lab interesting. This is really good for our Kitty Pryde, actually. I think we're going to fit an armor here on turn 3, just so we can play our Kitty Pryde safely and doesn't get Shang-Chi or Killmongered. So he does discard our Yondu. The Yondu discards our Black Widow. Apologies. Okay. So here. Ooh, this is very good. This is fantastic, actually. On turn 5, we just play Kitty Pryde here. And that's it. Okay. I know I'll always say to not snap so early, but we are going to snap this time. We're going to snap this time, and then we are going to play armor and Kitty Pryde here. Because he definitely has like a Killmonger, right?
Enough said,
So we want to be sure to lose initiative before turn 6. Because if we do have initiative, he might just Killmonger and destroy our whole board. Especially since we're relying so much on our Kitty Pryde here. I mean, there's no way we lose this, right? And actually, we're going to play our Ravonna for once. So he plays Bucky Barnes, followed by a Deadpool. So we play Kitty Pryde here. We play Angela here. We play Mystique here. By the way, that all possible because of Ravonna, right? For 4, we couldn't have played both. Both here. So Angela's going to be at 2, which is she's going to be at 0, and Mystique's going to be at -2. So maybe I should, because I want to lose initiative at all costs, right? So Mystique first, Angela second. Mystique's actually going to copy the Ravonna, which is actually better, I think, because next turn we're going to play Kitty, and probably like a Jubilee, I guess. Yep. All right. There you go. Want to lose initiative at all cost. I mean, I'm expecting a retreat here, but I guess we go with this, or should I play this one here? I don't know. It doesn't matter that much. I mean, I'm expecting a retreat. And that's why we lost initiative, because of that Killmonger on turn 6. We lost initiative at all cost. And now it should have like 100,000 billion power on the board. I'm not sure why he played it. I mean, it's like when you have a good play like he did, maybe you just don't think about what your opponent is playing, which is a big mistake, obviously. I mean, I'm dropping so much power here.
Victory.
All right. So yeah, we're playing against a full destroy list here. We have armor. Here we played the locations. That's why we snapped early. Normally I don't. But we know what he's playing, and we do have armor. Okay. Let's hope he doesn't destroy it now. Let's hope he doesn't have Carnage. I mean, we're gonna snap on his ass right now, I think. Do we want to Rock Slide in Bar Sinister? Do we have anything better? I mean, we could have Hobgoblin on 5 if he doesn't play anything. Okay, so let's Rock Slide middle. No, because we could have Rock Slide here, and then we just Darkhawk here. And we basically have like the biggest Darkhawk of all time. And he's going to have, what, 8 cards. So half of his deck are going to be rocks. But still, we're still going to have a big Darkhawk. So we're going to keep... All right, Bar Sinister open for a Hobgoblin, and maybe we get another Kitty Pryde. Who knows? Yep, that's going to be a free death for sure. So here, if we play our Jubilee, we can get Korg, Angela, Black Widow, Mystique, Ravonna, which isn't too great. So I think we are going to play our Darkhawk middle. Yeah. And is that Venom? Yeah, we are going to retreat that. He might have Null, and that's going to be a big-ass Null. So we are going to retreat here. We're not going to do the same mistake he did. I think we're going to try to go for like an Armor Mystique playline. And if we get like a third location lockdown with one of the given location, I think that's pretty good for him. Do we get Mystique here? 1 in 6. So this is bad for Ravonna. Is going to lose some value here, but only on 2 cards, so it's not too bad here. Go left. Go left. Stays right. So I don't think he has any answer to our Darkhawk, so it is... I think we could Hobgoblin here, actually. And I wish that X-33 would go left. Okay. And he doesn't have any answer to Iron Man, so I think we Iron Man into... I don't know, Kitty? Yeah, but let's not do a mistake. Kitty first, Iron Man second. Then if we get Mystique, we're in good position. If we get Darkhawk, we're in a good position. If we get Angela, it's harder. But then we could also Jubilee next turn. I think we're gonna play that one. Okay, can you go left? Can you go left? Please. Go left. Okay. So we win left. And now can we get Mystique?
I am Iron Man.
Or Darkhawk? So we're going to attempt to pull our Darkhawk. I'm not sure of the interaction. If it pulls Mystique, is it going to pull Iron Man? I don't know. If we get Mystique, that's 3, 6, 3, 6, 12. So 6, 12, 24. Is 24 power enough? If you get Darkhawk, he has 15 cards in deck. So if we get Darkhawk, we win. So that's like a 1 in 3. Yeah, we'll try it. Can we get Darkhawk, please? Let's go, baby! Can someone tell me if the Jubilee pulled the Iron Man, or sorry, the Mystique, would it have copied Iron Man? I'm not sure. Once I get the answer from one of you guys, I'll put it in the comments or in the description of the video. Yeah, we played the odds here. That was fun. He must be so salty. Ooh. Ooh. So I'm not even going to snap here. If we play that, he's just going to... Okay, no, we're going to do that, and then we're going to armor middle. Or we armor now. How about that? Yeah, let's armor now. Mystique then. We snap, actually. We snap here. Well, the Darkhawk hit is pretty bad for us, but we still have Initiative and Mystique here. We have some other plays with like Iron Man, Angela into Kitty Pryde, Angela to Black Widow and Kitty Pryde and other stuff. Yep. Is that Bucky Barnes? Oh, that's Carnage. Sucks to be you, sir. I mean, there's New York, which helps him. Okay, do we go for Jubilee, which could pull Rockslide, Ravonna, Kitty Pryde, or Hobgoblin? Or, yeah, we could go Jubilee here, actually. Or do we go for Angela, Black Widow middle? So our opponent retreats because we have 2 armor here. And yeah, guys, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. So as you can see, this deck is really, really powerful. And it's pretty much, it's a new archetype, right? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.